This program deals with themes of an adult nature and is intended for a mature audience.
Hey, welcome to the Two Bobs. I'm Rob.
And I'm Robert. You're listening to episode 318 for Monday, July 27th, 2026.
This week on the Two Bobs, we're going to talk about, as always, the beer we're drinking, and then we're going to get straight to crazy news, I guess.
Oh, we talked about a little bit of stuff, but none of it's really all that important.
It's very little bullshit this week.
Yeah, crazy.
And we laced in bullshit. We always do, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, we gotta put a little bit in there. And crazy news, we're going to talk about That's Not Mine. That's Not Mine. Conjugal pen pals, a flamethrower arrest, body wash heist, and a new take on phone sex.
Not that we just didn't talk for 15 minutes getting caught up before we hit the record buttons, but how's it going? How's everything been?
It's good. Summer's winding down. We're getting close. Well, not really. It's getting close. School's going to be starting in a month, so starting to count that down. Got to get Benji's driving hours in. He needs just a little bit more, and then I can get him to behind the wheel. And still not sure what I'm going to drive later. I've bounced around between a couple different cars, settled on a new on a different one now. So we'll see. I can't make up my mind, and then eventually one day I'll just have to pick something, or I'll just get a motorcycle and be done.
Okay. Kelly asked me the other day. She's like, "Did he get his Corvette or whatever?" I'm like, I think I would know that if I did.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, it didn't tell you anything about Bailey.
Then again, they added members of their family. Didn't tell me for months, so I guess.
No, I still looking because I see them, and there's one that I've looked at. It's still there. Uh-huh. It's a sell by owner, which I've learned the prices are a lot better buying from somebody. So, well, I'll do that, but it's not the color I want. I can't find the right color, or if I do, I say, "Oh, that one looks good." The car, it's a 2001 to 2004 that series, and you can get them 40,000, 50,000. So it's not really a lot of miles. But sometimes they're just like the leather is not. Evidently, that was everything that I keep reading. Like the leather wasn't that great, so sometimes they're all cracked up and beat up, and everything else looks good. Like I don't want to fool with seats, and so then I've looked at a couple different things. I still want something like the cool thing about that is it's a Target. You could take the top off, and then stash it in the back. So I want that, and then I said, well, convertible, but I don't want a convertible because it's noisy. And then I started looking at other cars that are hardtop convertible. So you have the convertible, but so I'm all over the place. I don't know what I'll do. And I don't want to spend a ton either because I'm cheap that way. But so trying to find the right thing and the right mileage and the right everything. And, is it going to be, the cars, I've been very fortunate. The last 3 cars that I've had outside of hitting 2 deer with this one, they've been very reliable. And I just get in and I start it. And that's kind of the other thing too, with a 20-year-old car, is it going to be, and they're kind of known to have, now and then these little electronic quirks, and people say, oh, well, you gotta, if that happens, you gotta tighten this ground wire down. Like, oh, okay, well, that's
it's just like buying an older house, right? There's stuff, it's one of those things like, you buy an older house, and I mean, you hear all the time, they don't make them like they used to, right? So it's you're getting a quality product that's probably built better than they're going to make the new ones today. And you're going to save money, at the same time. But also, stuff degrades, stuff breaks down and stuff like that. And then you run into the fact that, like, if you're buying a 20-year-old car, just parts availability isn't what it is for a new car either, right? So
that a guy I just saw in one of the things that I follow, he's got the car is the same year, and that's the last year that they had the flip up headlights, and then they really started changing the body. Like if you look at a current Corvette, doesn't look like a Corvette, looks like a Ferrari.
They did it more European, more I think wanting to appeal to a younger crowd with the new ones. They look awesome, but
cool. 600 horsepower doesn't disappoint. But there's a guy who said, he got rear-ended, and it wasn't that bad, but it cracked the bumper. And he said, that's in March. And he's still dealing with just trying to find a freaking bumper or trying to find. So things like that make it harder because it is 20. Then you got to go to a junkyard and then, move it, paint it. So it's a bit of a pain. So anyhow, just kind of looking at other things, and then I've landed on a couple other cars, and I'm like, well, you know what? I'm just going to get something regular. But then I'm like, well, shit, no, I'm 50-something years old. I want something kind of fun. But then I also had one. It's like, man, how much longer am I going to be able to get in and out of it? That's the other thing, too. So
long enough.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Long enough, Robert.
So I'm all over the place with it. And, most of the ones that take premium gas, like, okay, well, that's going to be a different too. But I don't drive it a ton, so I'm not really worried about that. But, oh, well, we'll see. I'll end up with something anyhow. Yeah. Nobody call in to listen to that. No Corvette yet. May or may not be a Corvette when the time comes. But, and then I've entertained I joked with you yesterday or maybe this morning about, still entertaining, maybe I get a pickup truck, but then I don't know that we do that because then Melissa will want to go to antiquing all the time and I'll just be schlepping furniture everywhere. So I won't do that.
Yeah. I mean, even before Kelly and I decided to impulse buy a 30-foot travel trailer over the last couple days here, not really impulsive, but a little bit impulsive. Yep. But even before that, I got a ton of use out of my truck. I mean, this is great. If I'm not towing and hauling shit, but twice a year we get a boom to put up Christmas lights and take them down with some neighbors and friends. The super listener Dave's usually involved in that too. When Kelly goes to get, pots of flowers and plants and stuff for outside in the spring, it's really nice. You can throw it back there. And if you get dirt everywhere, who really gives a shit? Because it's the bed of a truck. I have a pile of firewood that basically just lives in the back of my truck now. So like I could put it out, I could take it out and put it, on the patio or put it in the garage, but I'm like, I'll just keep it there. I have a tonneau cover and it's strapped to the very front of the bed. So I'm like, it's always there, so it's, there's certainly, and that's, I mean, you've been in my truck and I mean, the inside, the cabin space in even the second row is huge in those things. So they're not, these big work vehicles that, primarily that they used to be. A lot of people get them because they're useful. There's a lot of utility. They tend to hold value a little bit better, which doesn't mean shit to me because I lease. But I mean, if I bought it, it's nice to know that it holds a little bit more value because of the utility behind it and stuff. But, so it is. I'm not trying to convince you to buy a pickup truck, but I'm not saying you shouldn't.
We parked next to one of yours the other day. I said, "Oh, that's Rob's truck." She's like, "That's it." I don't think she had it, but we parked next to it. She goes, "Yeah, that back seat area is huge." I said, "Yeah, it's like
it is. It's huge.
It's like a SUV basically, just with the back part cut off." And then she goes, "Well, the bed's short. I think that one was 4 feet." And I said, "Well, I think you can get 5.5 or 6 feet bed, but I couldn't remember if yours was a longer bed or if they even do longer beds than that full size."
They do. Mine's a short bed, which is 5'7", I think, is what a short bed is.
Yeah.
Long beds are obviously a little bit longer, bigger, longer wheelbase. But yeah, I mean, again, it's the short bed works just fine for me.
Yeah.
And like you said, the second row, the crew cabs are just they're huge. I'd say the second row is bigger than the vast majority of SUVs, even full-size SUVs like Tahoes, Wagoners, things like that. I would say they're probably bigger.
Yeah. I ride in the back of it to let Kelly sit in the front. It's, it's her car, so.
You don't have to do the seat shuffle where you're pushing, the people in the front, right. They're pushing their knees up against the dash so that to create room for the people in the second row. You don't have to do that because, I mean, there's always,
it's done.
Kelly will still get in the car and still move it for him. Like, what are you doing? There's plenty of room. I could fit back there. And she's worried about it. I'm like, you don't need to move your seat forward. There's more than enough room for everyone.
No, it's all good. Well, shit, you ready to talk about some beer?
I am ready to talk about some beer. Let's do it.
Hey, bartender, another beer!
Hanging out and having some beers with friends, which I gladly do and which I fully embrace. We drank beer, my friends and I, boys and girls. I liked beer, still like beer.
I was surprised at how vocal he was about the fact that he likes beer.
He does. What are you drinking?
So this week we're going to our friends over at Duclaw. We've been at Duclaw a few times throughout the history of our podcast. In fact, I do love to go back and read old episode titles, and other times we've had the same brewery. So I'm going to do the same thing in just a minute, but for now, I'm going to have the Sweet Baby Java. So they have it's their, I don't know if they call it their Sweet Baby series. Sounds kind of funny. But they've had Sweet Baby different things, and I'll go through some of those that we've had in the show. So what this is, though, is a chocolate peanut butter porter. It's a chocolate peanut butter coffee porter. Comes in a 12-ounce can, 6.2% alcohol by volume. Says here, a robust chocolate peanut butter porter amped up to add new depth and complexity to our Sweet Baby. Oh, they did call it. Okay, they call it Sweet Baby. Pop the top, take a sip, and you'll wonder, where has this been all my life? Get it, bean, B-E-A-N. Very, very clever. And that's what I got here. The color, it's kind of like what you expect from a porter. Little bit of a, kind of a thin head. Nice and dark though. Doesn't leaves a little bit of a film on the edge of the glass as I'm kind of swirling it around, but not too much. That's more of a stout thing, but nonetheless, though, here we go. On the nose, it smells like coffee. Like it's like. I get the chocolate. Yeah. Well, no, not the chocolate. I get kind of the peanut butter, and I get coffee. That's what I get from on the aroma. So we'll see how it comes through on the tongue.
And none of the baby. You get any of the baby?
None. I didn't get any baby. I've never tasted a baby though.
There's your uncle baby.
Oh, jeez. Enough of that. But anyway, that's pretty good. I'm gonna get, you do get the elements. It has a strong coffee. Just very coffee forward. Not a ton of peanut butter, but maybe just a little bit of peanut butter. I almost wish there was a little bit more peanut butter, because I do like peanut butter. But we've talked about this before. Peanut butter can actually be difficult to do in a beer because you're trying to, balance out all these flavors. And sometimes it comes together, sometimes it does. So I always feel like if you put too much peanut butter in it, you might just completely, fucking ruin the beer, which I think they did not do here. I think it's actually pretty good. Trying to decide. Well, first off, I'm checking it for the beer here. What's this episode coming out? 27th?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go to 4.25 on this one. It's pretty good. I like the flavor complexity. It's coffee forward, which I like, but they also just kind of managed to get a little bit of that peanut butter in there. They didn't overdo it on anything. It balances out where you get the flavor. And again, it's like balancing anything with coffee can be challenging too, just because coffee it's a strong, bold flavor, right? So it tends to overtake things, but they did it here. The only thing, if it had just maybe it's a smidge more peanut butter, that might have pushed it up a little bit further, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you like coffee, you like peanut butter, you like dark beers, it's a pretty good one, and I'd recommend it. So again, this is the Sweet Baby Java. From our friends over at Dewclaw. We've had Dewclaw a few times on the show, starting with episode 7, Alcoholic. You had a Neon Gypsy IPA. Episode 26, Beer Helmet. You had a Dirty Little Freaks. Episode 49, Beer Pyramids. You had a, for Pete's Sake, Imperial Chocolate Peanut Butter Porter. I don't know how that compares to this one, but episode 168, DoorDash Defecator. I had a Patriarchy Oatmeal Cream Pie. Episode 173, Ritz Biscuits. I had a Patriarchy Naked Fish. Episode 196, Mermaid Rescue. I had a Sweet Baby Jesus. Episode 207, Key Lime Battery. You had a Sweet Baby Banana.
Yeah.
Episode 227, Easy Jet Escapade. I had a Sweet Baby Banana. Episode 265, Golden Girl of the Pole. You had the Patriarchy Unicorn Farts After Dark.
There's a lot of these.
Episode 305, Lewd Vacuum Encounter. I had a Sweet Baby Fluffer Nutter. And that's it. So we've had them a bunch of times, kind of scattered throughout. So more recently as well, and then all the way down to episode 7 too. So good, pretty good. Sweet baby Java. What do you got going on over there?
Well, I don't know that it's going to be as delicious as that one sounded, but I've got something for my friends, because I know for a fact that they don't distribute up there, but Commonwealth Brewing Company, and I'm residing in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and I've got their Double India Pale Ale. It's called Big Papi, and it's spelled P-A-P-I, as you might expect. Comes in this...
It's the only proper way to spell it.
Yep. This pink hue of a can with... I'm not sure what the art's supposed to be. It's like... almost like it's fire or...
Yeah, it's kind of like abstract, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of cool looking can. They're not near here, but it is Commonwealth because it is Virginia, but they're down in the Virginia Beach area. And it's their Big Papi, which I said already is a Double India IPA, a Double India Pale Ale. I put it in my Untapped glass that you got me. It looks about what you would expect. It's this yellowish orange kind of looking thing.
Yeah.
What's that?
It looks very thick.
Yep. Does leave a lot of head on it. Smells like it's going to be fruity. It does have some head on it, a little bit of film, and I poured it as cleanly as I could.
It's always good to have some head.
Yeah. I did pop it when I opened it and got a little bit on the wall, so that happens sometimes. It says 8% Big Brother version of Papi Chulo.
I'm just going to stop talking.
Super juicy with low bitterness.
Blasted it all over the wall.
Well, it's juicy, Rob. It's super juicy. That's what happens. When it's super juicy, it gets all over the wall.
Yeah.
So 8% alcohol by volume for this double IPA. It's a hazy New England style, which I like. Smelling it, it just smells. It smells fruity. It's almost like pineapple, a little bit of pineapple. What's the other one in there? Almost like orange. A little grapefruit, all kind of things. Doesn't say it's going to have those flavors in there, but let me see if it tastes like it.
I mean, that's the important part.
That's good. It's got a bite to it. It's not crazy. Sometimes a double IPA will have a really sharp bite to it. I do get the citrus in there. Can't really pull out any particular flavors, maybe a little bit more of the pineapple in there. Not overly sweet either. Definitely solid double IPA. It's not anything crazy in there. There's not a bunch of flavors you're going to pull out and say like yours. It's either the coffee or the chocolate. Don't get that. Just kind of meld together. I'm going to enjoy this one. I did get it as a single, and I will put it... Let me give it another sip. It's a little warm because I waited a long time for you.
You want to get into that?
No, I'm going to put it at 4 1/4. And I will go back up and see if I can find some more. These will be nice to just kind of chill in the fridge, although I haven't sat out in the grass much because we got just crazy heat that we've had lately. So maybe I'll do that. And locking it in 4 1/4 for the Big Papi double IPA from my friends at Commonwealth Brewing. And if I had to tell you how many times I've had it, I'm going to go back to TTB318 Shaking the Swine. I had the Marvolo Chocolate Imperial Stout. Episode TTB092 Severe Penile Fracture. I had the Transcendence. And then 112 Mistress Bob K. I had the Chocolate Gâteau Imperial Stout. 218 New Ice Balls. I had the Dirty Banana. Sounds like it'd probably be good. And then going back to Shaking the Swine. So about 3, what does it says? 8 so four times. And now this will be the 5th. So if you can get it, the Big Papi double IPA from Commonwealth Brewing here in Virginia or the Mid-Atlantic, I'm sure they distribute. Go ahead and grab it.
Nice.
Yeah, so two good ones this week. And since we recorded last week and I don't think we have anything too wild, we're going to go back to our usual five crazy news stories this week. And we can dive on into those if you're ready.
Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to start off.
Because that's the Michigan way.
It is the Michigan way. The Michigan way is to go to our friends over at the New York Post, where a Florida woman claims cocaine found in her butt after arrest must have been from an intimate encounter. Those intimate encounters where you have somebody stick cocaine in your butt. Anyway, the Florida woman picked up an extra large felony charge when she wildly denied.
Yeah, she did.
Tried to smuggle nearly 4 grams of cocaine into a county jail through her jail purse. Jesus
jail
Christ,
purse.
They call it a jail purse? I never knew that.
I didn't.
Did you know they call it a jail purse?
I just learned that today. So we're doing a public service to our friends out there.
Yeah. A jail purse is when you stick shit in your ass, apparently, when you're going to jail, so you can smuggle it in. Brevard County Sheriff's Office deputies arrested Reagan Cox, 30, on Saturday for resisting arrest during a traffic stop. When she arrived at the Brevard County Jail, staff noticed something abnormal about Cox's asshole. No, it says
and
Cox's,
white powder coming out of it.
Cox's last... hold on. Oops, I accidentally scrolled here unintentionally. Cox's lower region, or her jail purse area, if you will.
It's all about the jail
Corrections
purse.
Deputies escorted Cox to a changing room where she attempted to shield her buttocks with her hand, authorities said. When staff removed her hand, a baggie dropped down on the floor containing 3.8 grams of cocaine. You really just can't make this stuff up. But with 2 T's, you sure can try, as this one puts the old, those are not my pants. That's not mine. Excuse to shame. I'm disappointed you didn't already have that drop queued up.
I had it, but then I was so excited that I got the music going that I forgot.
Oh, man.
That's not mine.
There it is. Cox and I knowing about the cocaine and told deputies that someone must have placed it there during an intimate encounter. According to the statement, she received an additional charge for bringing contraband into a detention facility and was released from custody the same day.
Costco.
Like, all right, we got the cocaine. I wonder if they allowed her to take the cocaine back. Probably not.
And she could keep it. They had to put it the little box of things that she gets to take home, like her watch and purse and phone.
As a souvenir.
Yeah.
Her flip phone.
Yeah. Put her cocaine back with all her personal belongings.
That's wild, man. Crazy.
They should.
Oh wait, there's one more thing.
Yeah.
Folks, if not realizing that someone left cocaine in your jail purse is not good enough reminder to not do drugs, then I don't know what is. Clinched the sheriff's office statement. They said clinched. That's funny.
Well, that was good.
Not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you probably should.
Supposed to put stuff in your jail purse.
Yeah. What would you put in your jail purse, though? I'd probably put maybe an iPod or something so I could listen to music when I was in there.
I'd put my CPAP. I need that. I don't know.
They might let you
if
have
you have sleep
that.
apnea. If they have sleep apnea, if you have sleep apnea, do they allow you to bring a CPAP with you?
I think they have to.
I feel like, it's a health thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the weird thing is,
I know who to ask.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
Is she listening? Alexa. I don't know if she's listening to me.
Try it.
Alexa.
Alexa, can you bring a CPAP to jail?
Thank you.
You can't bring a CPAP or any contraband into a jail. Visitors must lock away wallets, phones, cigarettes, matches, food, drinks, and any other prohibited items in the lobby lockers. Only a few things like prescription info, money for commissary, and baby bottles are allowed.
Right.
I feel like that's probably not accurate.
Exactly. Jails have pretty strict rules about what comes through those doors.
No, Alexa, what I'm saying is that you're stupid, and you're saying that I can't bring my CPAP into jail with me if I'm incarcerated because I have sleep apnea, and that's a medical condition. Stupid bitch.
I don't know where this court... Oh, yeah, there it is.
I'm going to ask chat, can you bring a CPAP to prison with you if you are in car?
It's a CPAP, she said.
First off, why is she saying CPAP?
Alexa, why did you call it CPAP instead of CPAP like everybody else?
Good catch. I slipped into the spaced-out CPAP style instead of the usual CPAP. It's just a little formatting quirk on my end.
Make sure you fix that.
According to ChatGPT, it says the facility's medical staff must verify the CPAP is
I've sent a report
necessary.
about the formatting issue to the team.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it says... so some
You're
systems permit existing personal machine after inspections and authorization. Other systems issue their own machine.
An unexpected error occurred while processing your request.
Fucking stupid ass. Federal prisons use local security procedures for CPAPs. But anyway, I don't think
not
anybody
quite sure how to help you with that.
Gives a shit about this. So what do you say we do something else other than talk about
I'm not sure
CPAPs?
what you're asking about. How can I help?
Oh my God, you're stupid. You're so stupid. Why are you so stupid?
Thanks for your feedback. Sorry, I don't know that one.
Maybe. But anyways, let's you know what? Let's stay on this prison theme.
Yeah.
Where's our next story going?
Well,
I should say what prison is our next story going to?
It's going to take us to our friends at the Irish Star, where it tells us that a prisoner wins a legal right to send his fiancée letters, Rob, as he should. Not really.
Yeah, I mean, that's innocent enough, right?
Right. Well, he's not requesting a CPAP because he's not allowed.
Yeah, but what's he doing to the letters, though? That's what I want to know.
Well, and this is where he got stuck. He's in trouble with this, Rob, because he was covering the letters with semen and then sent them out.
Oh, there it is. Ding, ding.
Yeah. So they don't want him to do that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to jizz on the letters.
No. Then they got to go through the mail, and the German prisoner has won, Rob. He won the landmark battle for his prisoner rights, securing the right to send semen-covered fiancé letters after the Hagen Regional Court found no legal basis for the prison's disciplinary action. So they're allowed. His letters are no longer jizz-free. Prisoner has prevailed in an unusual legal dispute, granting him permission to mail letters covered in his own semen to his fiancée after a German court's decision.
That's sweet, though.
Yeah, they should. Well, no, I don't think that they had to taste it, Rob. I think they just decided that they would let him have it. There's
Thank you for that.
No word whether it was sweet or not. The convicted drug dealer, currently serving a multi-year sentence at the Schwerte Correctional Facility, argued that the prohibiting his sperm-coated correspondence, TTB318, sperm-coated correspondence.
Please name it that just to see what Apple does with it.
Would suppress his sexual fantasies. The unsuspected form, I already went with jail purse, a form of expression was uncovered during routine prison mail inspections, unless something else comes up. The inmate and his partner had been exchanging bodily fluids through the postal mail for an extended period of time.
Which she's sending.
Well. Yeah, and is she hot? However, prison officials halted the explicit correspondence. If they're not, then you don't do it.
I gotta get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, after determining the fluid-covered letters presented a significant health hazard.
TTB318 fluid-covered letters.
According to prison regulations, guards must examine the mail for contraband.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Correctional authority contended that handling the semen-covered pages constituted a violation of the duty to protect health and maintain orderly coexistence. Although the picture shows them with rubber gloves on. As penalty,
I would think so.
Prison imposed a 1-week prohibition on the inmate's recreational activities, removing his privileges to participate in sports and cultural events, like covering letters with jizz. The resolute convict refused to surrender and filed a lawsuit challenging the disciplinary measure. According to the German legal publication Beck Aktuell, the prisoner turn on my do not disturb. The ladies are dinging. According to German legal publication, I already said that, the prisoner maintained the prohibition stifled his sexual fantasies and infringed upon his fundamental right to the free development of his personality. He even proposed a straightforward solution for uncomfortable guards. He stated that his staff members felt repulsed while examining his mail. They could simply wear gloves. Additionally, he contended that mailing body fluids was not a criminal offense. In an unexpected development, the Hagen Regional Court sided with the prisoner, determining that there were no legal basis for the prison's disciplinary action. It was like I said that the decision means the inmate can continue mailing the sperm-containing correspondence to his loved one. Judges concluded the man had not violated his obligation to uphold health and hygiene standards within the facility, which I would agree, finding that these regulations exist to safeguard inmates' well-being, not prison personnel. Well, that's different. I don't know that that's necessarily the case. Consequently, health-related objections from guards were considered legal immaterial. The court additionally dismissed the assertion that it had undermined orderly coexistence, ruling that this principle alone could not justify disciplinary charge. The legal publication indicated the prisoner was found guilty of just one technical infraction by containing the semen. The correspondence technically qualified as a package instead of a regular letter. So I guess they went a little bit outside the lines there. According to German law, inmates must obtain authorization before dispatching packages. Nevertheless, the court determined it couldn't retroactively penalize him for not securing a permit.
Excuse me.
So that's pretty crazy.
You know what, though? Sometimes love wins.
Yeah. I just don't know how he did this. Did he just like lay it out flat and then go to town on it, or is it like in a container? Sounds like it was in a container. That's not what I understood.
Put it down on a table or something like that, and then just blast it onto it. I mean, you just got to make sure that the reason he probably wants to do it multiple times, it does take, I would assume, a little bit of practice. You got to get the aim, you got to get the angle right.
Yeah,
you know,
don't want to miss. Then you got to wait a couple hours and do it all again.
I mean, you got to reload. You got to wait for, it's not like just like
fall asleep, take a nap.
Or you can just put some new bullets in it right away. It takes a couple hours to put those bullets in there, usually.
They have to be manufactured.
Hey, where are we going here? That was great. So enough about semen. Let's talk about fire. Florida man, we're going to our friends over at NJ.com.
Yeah.
This is true.
I got to go to reader mode because mine says I need a subscription.
New Jersey. Does mine say I need a subscription too? Know. Oh, it does.
But reader mode will fix it.
Boom. A man who barricaded himself inside an RV late Monday, I'm offended by that, in the parking lot of Burlington County Walmart may have been in possession of a flamethrower and other weapons, investigators said. Officers from the Lumberton Township Police Department responded to the Route 28 store shortly after 11 p.m. after they received a report of a dispute between two people that escalated into a robbery, according to a statement from the department. One of the people involved in the altercation, a 38-year-old Florida man, got inside. Of course, there was a 38-year-old Florida man in a tan and green RV parked near the edge of the lot and refused repeated requests by officers to exit the vehicle or talk with them, police said. A subscription is required to read this story, unless you have reader mode. The officers were also informed that the man may have had a flamethrower and other weapons inside the vehicle. Other law enforcement agencies were called to the scene, as well as the trained crisis negotiator and mental health professionals who engaged with the man throughout the overnight hours and into Tuesday afternoon, investigators said. The incident ended peacefully when the man was taken into custody by the New Jersey State Police. Authorities said He was charged with robbery, obstruction, and weapons-related offenses. The department said other charges may be filed as the investigation continues. It was unclear if any weapons were actually inside the RV. The man suffered a minor injury at some point during the incident and was taken into a local hospital for treatment. Police said no officers or members of the police were injured.
I heard he was just in there trying to jizz on his flamethrower, and they stopped him, so he's going to sue.
I guess he should.
Oh, man. This one's disturbing in many levels, and not really just for what they did, but just the circumstances surrounding. And looking at this picture, I don't think any body wash has been used in a long time. This is going to take us to our friends at clickorlando.com. So we're going to go to Florida, where it tells us that there's a bizarre body wash heist, and those are words that I never thought that I would say in that order. But there's reported
it's typically not something that you steal.
Well, you just wait. I don't know if you actually read the story or just the headline. It gets even weirder later. It is a Lakeland Walgreens store, Rob. It's in Lakeland, Florida. Alexa, where is Lakeland, Florida?
I know where Lakeland is. That's where the Tigers have their spring training.
Lakeland is in Polk County, Central Florida, roughly 30 miles northeast of Tampa and 10 miles west of Winter Haven. It's often called the Swan City because of its many lakes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, it tells us it's a bizarre body wash heist, and it says Gerald Cobbs, 47, faces new charge of petty theft. I didn't know if he was Gerald, but the 47-year-old man had been arrested yet again after a body wash heist. Was reported late last month, according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. In a release, deputies said the incident happened on June 29th at the Walgreens store located along Lakeland Highlands Road. Upon arrival, deputies learned that 3 suspects had entered the store together, with one distracting the store clerk as the other 2 filled bags with several containers of body wash. You think it ends there, but it doesn't. Afterwards, the trio left the store without paying for the stolen items, which were valued, Rob. And I don't know if you've bought body wash lately, but this body wash was valued at nearly $650. So they got a lot, or they got the expensive stuff. Although now that I think about it, Benji likes this stuff. And I know the container, it comes in a white bottle, and it's this big pump stuff. It's $12. Where I buy like the $2 Suave Native, I think it is. So he likes that.
I get Dove for men.
Yeah, whatever. It's like $4, $5. Benji uses $12 stuff, and he uses it like it's going out of style. Usually lasts him about 3 days. So anyhow, $650. That's a lot of body wash, or they got the expensive stuff. And also buying it at a Walgreens, it's not necessarily going to be cheap, but $650 is a lot. Upon review of the surveillance footage, I would have thrown a couple of Kit Kats and some whatchamacallits in there for all that. Investigators said they recognized one of the, quote, and they put it in quotes, so I'm not making this up, quote, female suspects as 47-year-old Gerald Cobbs, due to his extensive history of previous arrests. Cobbs is known to dress as a female, the release adds. Further investigation revealed that Cobbs had recently been arrested by the Lakeland Police Department on an active warrant. It was already being held in the Polk County Jail. So I guess I read that as they found him and realized he was on a warrant, and then he was already being held, but it wasn't. They just happened to recognize him, and he was already in jail for something else. As a result, Cobbs now faces charges of petty theft with prior convictions, though detectives have said they're still trying to find the other 2 accomplices. Per the sheriff's office, Cobbs' criminal history includes 27 felony convictions and 17 misdemeanor convictions, most of which are theft offenses. So he was stealing much less body wash, and maybe to resell it. He's already been incarcerated 8 times, serving a combined total of 11 years in state prison on non-consecutive terms. He's most recently been released from prison in October of 2025, so not quite a year that he's been out, but
No, not quite.
Suspect has made a career of stealing despite spending more than 11 years in prison. He continues to victimize businesses in the community, Sheriff Grady Judd said. Our organized crime detectives recognize him almost immediately because they've dealt with him so many times before. If he would just put as much effort into earning an honest living as he does to stealing, he wouldn't keep ending up in jail. Maybe that's the point. Maybe he doesn't want to not be in jail. Easier when people are doing stuff for you, although I would never quite call jail easy. I've seen Oz. Oz made me never want to even go to jail. It's a great show.
I haven't seen Oz, but I know enough about it.
Good stuff, man. I tried to watch it again, but Melissa said no. She didn't want to watch it.
No, we're all done.
You know what we are watching, though? We started it last night because we saw, watching the soccer, we saw Will Ferrell at the final, and he was wearing this hat. It said Hawk on it. So you see why he's wearing that hat. He has a show on Netflix. Have you watched it?
I haven't watched all the episodes, but we've watched. It's one of those that we've kind of like had. We've been so exhausted this week. It's like we need some stupid, mindless TV, and I love Will Ferrell, and he's really good at stupid, mindless TV, right? It kind of worked out. We just kind of put it on, and I watch it. I do watch it, but just let it kind of play in the background sometimes too. So
it's good, but at the same time, I can watch a couple of them, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done for a little bit. But it's pretty good. So that's nothing like Oz, but that's something we've been watching. And we tried to watch the Game of Thrones show again. We started watching that a little bit, and after the first episode, we're like, I don't know what's going on, so we quit.
Oh, the
House, is it House of Dragon?
House of the Dragon?
Yeah.
I've been watching it.
Yeah.
I have been watching it. I do, and I like it. I mean, it's nothing's as good as the original Game of Thrones series.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna, you're not gonna get that. Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, it was still pretty good.
Yeah.
So I have been watching it.
Yeah. Where's the last one take us?
I don't fucking know. Let's see here. Let's see. We're gonna go. This person looks like they need to steal some body wash. I'm just kidding.
Huh.
Our last story is going to take us to our friends over at The Onion. And a recent study says that the majority of Americans would benefit from decreased phone use during sex.
Phones are a problem these days, Rob. People can't put them down.
I love the visual here where he's looking at the phone with, what's that guy's name, the podcast here? Rogan? Joe Rogan. He's watching Joe Rogan during sex. Shedding light on the negative effects of excessive screen time, a new study from Georgetown University published Thursday found that most Americans would benefit from cutting down on phone use during sex. New data suggests setting your phone down during intercourse can positively impact your life, even if it's just for a few thrusts. We're timing it in thrusts. I love that. Said lead researcher Dr. Barry Vakic, explaining that all the short dopamine bursts people get from scrolling social media or playing games during coitus can permanently alter the joy receptors that are triggered when one's genitals are being stimulated in real life. Volunteers in the study who underwent a digital detox in favor of participating in sociable activities like eye contact and dirty talk during lovemaking reported feeling 75% more satisfied with their orgasms compared to those who remained on TikTok through the point of climax, cleanup, and beyond. We also found a much higher rate of general well-being and increased self-esteem among those who use the time they might have spent on their phones while fooling around more constructively, accomplishing tasks from their to-do list in mid-bang instead of browsing. Vec added that before smartphones, the average adult spent only about an hour on their device while having sex per week. An hour of sex a week, often opting for healthier cognitive processes like reading a book or crocheting a sweater while receiving oral, manual, vaginal, or anal pleasure also known as jail purse pleasure, from their intimate partner.
Oh, boy.
It's good. I think it's good. This is a good, thing to consider, that when you're having sex, maybe stop scrolling TikTok for just a couple minutes,
Put Joe Rogan down.
Allegedly, it's better. I don't know.
Oh, boy. Well, shit. That's not enough to make you crazy. It's, what is it, 318, episode 318, I think it was at the beginning. Although when I started checking Untapped, it was like 382. I was like, I don't think that's right. So I had to go back and check.
No, that's definitely not.
We probably could be if we didn't miss all those weeks.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. It really does. Like, 318. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, have a great time camping this weekend.
Oh, thank you. I'm very excited
pictures,
by the...
Try out your StarNet.
Yes, I got to learn how to... StarNet, isn't that the machines are going to get us?
Oh, I thought it was Hairspray. Oh, that's Aquanet. That's different.
What's StarNet, though? What's from Terminator?
What
it's not StarNet.
Is StarNet? StarNet autobiography and surveying. StarNet AI-powered software by
What's the company from Terminator, though?
Department of Defense. What is the company in Terminator?
I was about to ask, but you beat me to it, so you let me know.
Skynet.
Yeah. Okay, close enough.
Yeah, same thing. I was in the ballpark. Melissa laughed at me the other day. We were doing something and watching one of those shows, and actually, it was the Hawk we were just talking about. He says, "Oh, go tell your girlfriend Stacy I said hi or whatever." He's like, "Stacy?" He's like, "Yeah, your girlfriend." He goes, "You mean Natalie?" That's me. I did see that names.
Part.
I
did say that part.
Yeah, it was at the beginning. They were playing golf. They were playing mini golf together. Yeah. And he showed up. I think it was the second episode, and anybody hadn't heard this, but that's how I've been. I really have a hard time with names, and I forget, and just kind of whatever name comes to my head is what I blurt out, and I don't know if it's right.
Yeah.
In my head, I know it's not right, but I still say it.
Seems fine to me. This preceding show is brought to you with joy by the two Bobs. Words of their own. Not of anybody else in the world, because nobody else would fucking own up to this shit. And you can subscribe to our podcast, or just go to the fucking twobobs.com, stop being a little bitch, and just own up and do it.